This little clip may look fairly unremarkable, but it does show a fairly happy mare. She's just been turned out into a playpen, and it recently wasn't like this at all. So she's a recovering laminitic. She's 27 years old and 17 hands Cleveland Bay. So she's a big mare. We have some X-rays here just to show the magnitude of the problem. This X-ray is of the right forefoot. The left forefoot was of less magnitude, but what we see in the first X-ray is some sinking and rotation of that pedal bone. So the pedal bone is not through the sole but very close, and a lot of detachment of the hoof wall, and that equates to a very sore horse. The second X-ray shows serious medio-lateral imbalance, and that's partially due to her natural conformation, and it's exacerbated by the laminitic condition. So that has to be borne in, not only in mind, but acted on when the remedial farriery is carried out. So we can't just put a flat shoe on this at all. The sole is bulging. You see the solar view there with laminal separation. This is just like snapshots through a period of a number of months. The foot from initial onset deteriorates from looking like a half decent foot to quite a depleted foot, a lot of toe missing where the separation happens. Moving on from the first solar view, you'll see on the inside of the right foot a lot of the hoof walls detached there, and the bulging sole quite a lot, sort of talking like an inch of soles about an inch below the wall. So what you see I've done in the next slide of the solar view is to use some Imprint Hoof Repair to build that deficit, or most of that deficit. So creating a foot that she hasn't got, so she can stand evenly. It's critical that they stand evenly on their feet. If the foot is out of balance sideways, that'll cause a lot of pain and further laminal tearing, which is evident in the previous slide. So it's built up there before we fitted the shoe. So the imprint shoe is fitted. You'll see a heel view and a solar view with the imprint shoe fitted. If you look very closely, you can see some of the hoof building on the sole on the medial side, on the inside there, and the frog plate has been extended, augmented. Now, I call that a frog cradle. So as it actually cradles the frog and takes the weight of the horse on that. But I like Doc Martens. I like something stable underneath them and even. Not too big, not too small, but with nicely shortened point of breakover to reduce the lever arm. You'll see there's another slide here of the right foot with more material on the inside and less on the outside, and the thickness of the hoof wall has gone through there due to trimming back the deviating hoof wall. The left foot is more symmetrical. It still needed a medial lift, but she's standing square, and even through the most painful parts of her treatment, or delicate parts, she would stand square and walk cautiously but evenly, and she's on a wood shavings bed most of the time. I hope you found this interesting, and thank you for watching.